Nosferatu!
That was the extent of my Nosferatu knowledge prior to this film, and I know for a fact I'm not alone in that. So Robert Eggers has wanted to make a Nosferatu film for, I think, his entire life. It's been his passion project. He was talking about it back when The Witch was coming out. So it's been a long time coming for him making this film. And long story short, is the film good? Yeah, I really love the old school gothic horror vibes in this film. The black and white color scheme, just like the vampire in the castle and the manor, just, ominously watching over all of his victims, waiting and just preying on their fears, all that kind of stuff. The musical score, it just felt so old fashioned and so old school. And in this day and age with the CGI blockbusters and the formulaic filmmaking, I always love seeing a film like this where it's clearly the vision of a filmmaker and not a corporate put together manufactured product by a studio just chasing dollar bills. So those tones and vibes were intoxicating, they were absorbing, and the film as a result is just rich in atmosphere. Across the board, everybody was great in this film, especially Lily Rose Depp. Now, she was in that show a couple of years ago, The Idol, which I never saw. It got loads of slander. People were just, hating on it for whatever reason. So I just took that to mean that everybody didn't like her, I guess. But she was really, really good in this film. Lots of vulnerability, lots of emotion brought to it. You care about the character, you're intrigued as to whether or not she's actually infatuated with Nosferatu or not. I thought she was excellent in the film, and Nicholas Hoult was really good, Aaron Taylor-Johnson was really good, Emma Corrin was really good, and Bill Skarsgård as Nosferatu stroke Count Orlok, really, really good presence. When he's on screen, it just feels larger than life. It feels, it feels otherworldly. It feels intimidating and creepy and uncomfortable, and he was just the perfect choice to play that character. My brother, who saw the film with me, didn't even recognize Bill Skarsgård. He asked me, who played Nosferatu? I said, Bill Skarsgård. He went, oh yeah, of course he did. Oh yeah, Willem Dafoe. How on earth did I forget about Willem Dafoe? Anyway, he's really good as well. I wouldn't call the film scary per se, and I wasn't annoyed that it wasn't scary because I wasn't looking for the film to scare me. Again, I was looking for the atmosphere and those tones and vibes, and I was satisfied on both of those fronts very much. But of course, the film is not without its fair share of creepy parts and also repulsive parts. There were a couple of times I was like, I don't like looking at that very much. The main thing that held this film back for me a little bit was the runtime and some of the pacing. It's 2 hours and 12 minutes, I think it is. And sometimes the film just felt a little bit long in the tooth for me. There were a couple of scenes that started to drag a bit, started to kind of lull ever so slightly. I just think that if one or two scenes were trimmed down ever so slightly and the pacing was a little bit tighter, then the film would have fired on a few more cylinders for me. It could be a first viewing thing, watching it and trying to ease into it as it's going on. So if I watch the film again, I could appreciate it a bit better knowing that the pacing is going to be the pacing. So I guess take this as a first viewing opinion on Nosferatu. And again, it's still really good. I still like the film very much. I just wasn't mesmerized by it as much as I wanted it to be. I wanted to walk out of this film like Drake and Josh after they rode the Demonator, or like, I just saw Nosferatu. It's better than love. It's better than girls. So yeah, I didn't quite love it as much as I wanted to, but it's still really good, really well done. You feel Robert Eggers' passion for this material through every single meticulously, marvelously crafted frame of this film. And Robert Eggers himself, he's 4 films in, and he is 4 for 4.